Hey y'all, I'm going off my normal subjects today. Today, I wanted to talk about, the need when you're with your mate, your spouse, your boo, your girl, your guy, your baby. How do we respond when they are in need? That's a problem that I don't know. I see things one way, and sometimes when I have these discussions, I see it in a different way. So I like to throw this out here and get y'all viewpoints and everything about it. The scenario is, this goes both ways. This isn't a one-way street for me. If you hear your mate saying they're struggling, if you hear the stress in their voice about a bill or lack of food or, toiletries, stuff like that, why is it that if you're in a predicament to help, I'm not saying like if you're a single mom and you're raising kids and you got a guy, to a certain extent, I don't really see single moms having extra money because they're taking care of kids. So this is more for single people and single people, single male, single female type of situations. I don't know. I feel that if the two of you guys are making plans and making moves toward getting together, like y'all are in this relationship and it's pretty serious, it's committed. Let's say it's a committed relationship. I'm not talking about you met them a week ago. A committed relationship. You've been dating them at least 6 months, a year. If you are in need, if your mate hears that you're in need, I feel that a humanly thing to do would be to help the brother out, help the sister out. If that means you go without a pedicure or manicure that week, so that he eats, or your car don't get washed that week. You know what I'm saying? Those little minor things that add up. Starbucks, gun range fees, fishing stuff. Any of that extra stuff that you use for enjoyment, at that time, at that moment. I'm not saying permanent, I'm not saying all the time. But, if you could cut back a little more to help your mate out, I don't see a reason, I don't see a problem in doing that. I don't know, people are into this, well, they ain't saying nothing. But they are saying something. When you say, how's your day? And she sits up there and she's like, it's going all right. I'm just trying to figure out my bills, or I'm just trying to figure out how to come up with some money for gas so I can get to work next week, or lunch money so that I can, eat. I don't see where any person that supposedly loves you will sit there and say, oh, all right, and then go and spend their money in a manner that they could have helped you out. They could have went without their latte for that week. You know what I'm saying? They could have went without something. Relationships demand some form of sacrifice. That's part of the bond. It isn't just everybody's good and everybody's easy. There is a sacrifice that has to be made. It's the same sacrifice we make when we have kids. We start going without to make sure that the kids have stuff. That's the same thing in a relationship. Your relationship, the bond between the husband and the wife is supposed to be stronger than the bond that you have with your kids. Ironically, a lot of people, that's another debate, a lot of people fail to realize, but they put their children before their mates, but it's supposed to be your mate before your children. And that's the problem, because children grow up, you're teaching children to be self-sufficient and on their own. So if you're teaching them that they're more important than the relationship, then pretty much when they grow up, they have this sense of entitlement, you know, that they are because they are, instead of, you know, going out there and becoming an independent person on their own. You know, they're not setting those standards. But I don't want to get off point, because the point is, when is it okay for your mate to just be like, hey, I quick paid you $50. Hey, I quick paid you $100, you know, to help you out. I'm not saying no get rich. I ain't saying no whole lot of money. I'm not saying here, give me $1,000. I'm just saying, let me help make your life a little easier. I'm gonna go without this week or this payday. I'm gonna go without my coffees, or I'm gonna go without, you know, fast food, you know, whatever, to help you out on a bill, you know, without the person always having to ask. Because to me, that seems like more of a control thing. You know, if they're only waiting and they're only going to respond if a person asks, that's a sense of control. And when you have a sense of control in a relationship, it's not going to work, because that means that there's a pull and tug for dominion, for the top spot, when a relationship is an equal and joint effort. And it's supposed that you have to keep the playing field level. So those are terms of endearment, to be, let me do this for you. Because I'm not just saying it on one side, I'm saying it on both sides. Let me do this for you. It should be what we should be saying to each other, instead of waiting for somebody to pretty much, what is it, play uncle, or you know, I don't want to say degrade themselves, but, you know, have to always ask. Because, I mean, after a while, you know, maybe once or twice, you know, it depends on how long y'all been dating. You know, once or twice, you know, they may be okay doing it. But after a while, you know, reality sets in, and it's like, okay, this person should understand, or be in a position to be like, let me help you out. I think that helps strengthen and bond a relationship way more than the can I have, because that's what kids do. Kids are the can I haves. You shouldn't have to can I have, you know, to your mate. You know, I mean, that's just my thoughts. You let me know what you think.